As you can see, I don't know if you can see this tube back right here. The other way. This is a dud. This thing is so hard to work on. You put that big old cabinet right here. You can't get in there to read voltages and things. It just got this. This thing is cheap made, and then having to deal with that. So I went downstairs. I just got a few tubes. And this is a dud. You can see it right here. I don't want to get the. Look at this, where the anode goes in. They put tape. I don't know if it's electric tape. It looks maybe perhaps like electric tape around here. Maybe the mess that's a hole up in this TV. But this is done, and it's got 12-72 or 4. And that's all I know about it. But I did put it on my power supply, DC power supply, on the heaters, and 6.3 just it lit up. I knew, that's why I saved this. That's why sometimes you can call me a hoarder, but hey, probably never use it again, but this comes in handy for this. I'm able to get in there and just work. What I did, I don't know if I showed you on part 1. I don't remember. Bring it up maybe a little if I can. See if I can get everything in here. Maybe out there. And let's see if this is going to kill it. And maybe be alright. Okay. There's a lot of capacitors, electrolytics in there. What did I have? 8 of them, I believe. Yeah, 8 of them. Being 8 because one of them had 2 of them in it. There's one back here, there's one there, one on this PC board. And I had to mark them because when I put them in there, I started out on, I think, part 1 where I had like 3,000 volts. And after I put the electrolytics in, I only had 0 volts. I go, oh, that's not right. And I found out after putting these numbers on and going back through the schematic, I found out that, yeah, I had a couple wires crossed. A couple of these, or 3 of these, are isolated, and so it didn't destroy the capacitors. It just didn't work. So I fixed that. I put a 40 ohm. I didn't have a 41 because they don't have them. 40 ohm, 50 watt chassis mount. One there. Fuse I mounted. I hope you're getting this stuff. Nah. Back it out a little bit more. I don't know. Yeah, so here's the resistor. There's the fuse that I mounted in. It's a 2 amp, of course. Then I went ahead and here's another capacitor. Here's one down here. Then there's a little bitty one in there. It was 100. A 4 microfarad, 50 volts. I don't know if it's it must have been a sound, but you can see it. Now look in here. It looks like a regular can. Aluminum can inside that paper, but it's wax. It's hard as rock. I tried to get in there and scrape some of it out. See if the aluminum can is still all the way around, but I'm sure it is. I don't know. But that was bad. This one right here, I replaced the orange capacitor. There's a 0.1, I think. Yeah, 0.1. And you can't tell by looking at it, but it leaked. it was leaked. Well, this is the bottom, so it leaked all the way down by the controls. You can see how it leaked, and so that was bad. So I went ahead. I said, you know what? I don't want to get in here and put this thing back in and find out that I got to pull it back out to change things. So I took resistors that were out of tolerance, and then every one of the caps went no wax per se, and checked everything the best I could. There's a couple of, I gotta put that cap on that thing too. Where's that at? It's been right here. There's this cap. First of all, I had to take this plate off the back of the PC board to get in there to change the stupid resistor. Now, what was I thinking about? Oh, that, let's see what I got here. This, and what did I do with that stupid rectifier? Here it is. I had to take that, like this, the tuner off just to get in there to put through bolts in. But, yeah, I gotta get this cap back on. I was checking these, they're coils, and I'm not sure if they're still any good, and that would kill me if I have to take this thing back out to replace those, because they read ohms, and then they read microhenries, and might even have to be frequency related, I don't know. But this has got to go back in. This here, the rectifier that I changed, I think this was a GE replacement. Right here. Got GE right on it. And this is a Schottky. I looked up that number, but it's no longer available as far as just the rectifiers. And it's supposed to close. It's got little notches of it, but you can't close it because it's going to short out. I don't know how they got rid of this. And these are like safety capacitors somebody put on there. I didn't put them on there. And you can see this little plug. It plugs into where the actual seleniums were. And this took the place of that, but I can't use this because it's just going to flop around. So I put silicons in there. So again, I checked and I replaced. Let me see. Now remember that resistor? I didn't have no tubes would not light up or anything because this resistor that's flopping around in there, and they put 45 ohm. It's okay. But I was reading 2 meg on that after took it out, and it's supposed to be 45 on this one, and this actually calls for 41. So that's why I didn't have any voltage going to the heaters. And then in here they put that 5 ohm 10 watt resistor. Should have shown it to you. It's in there somewhere under the bottom of this. Oh, yeah, I can show it to you. Right there, this white one, sand coated one here. I hope you can see that. I don't know, maybe not. I'm not even down far enough. Right there. I put that in there. It's supposed to be 7.5. It is. And 15 watts. They put a 10 watt in there. It's just like, why? So there's 2 mess ups they did. And so these are all the capacitors I got off the high voltage board with the horizontal output and your damper tube and all that stuff. I got these all out of there and replaced them. Some resistors, and then all the stuff over here on the other side of me, you're not going to see that, but I replaced that on the sound board, the video board, and things like that. So yeah, so you know, it's coming along. It's pretty much ready to go back in the chassis, the cabinet, the chassis. This is the chassis. It's pretty much, I just got to put these caps back on and secure those wires, and then try to put it on. I'm sure I'm going to get a raster on the tube. But you know, then we're far from home as far as being repaired, because there still could be some, or will be some video issues that has to be checked out, repaired. Could be audio problems, but I try to eliminate just about every problem I can by changing everything that was bad in there. And the only thing I could see, they even, let me see, I took this diode. There's another diode in here. Where was that at? Down here in this board, wasn't it? Yeah. I don't know what I did with that. It looks like some kind of Zener diode, if you ask me. I'm not sure. I like to keep that stuff just for reference. Here it is right here. I kept it. It's supposed to be a selenium in there. Right. Where am I looking again? I just saw it. I put those 1N007s in there. Where am I looking at now? I can't find it. I just saw it a second ago. And also I took this one here down on the bottom. It had one of the, well, it's got two of them. And then one of them I can't get to because this is plate. I'd have to take this plate out. There's one resistor back in there I couldn't. That's where that capacitor leads to, right into there. There's one resistor I couldn't check, and then that's another thing. You know, there could still be some bad disc capacitors. We take it granted that they're fine, and maybe one's bad and I'll have to take it back out. I don't know. But I'm trying to do everything that I can keep from doing that. Okay, there's only two things that's bugging me that I won't be able to. You can see that there. There's two coils right there. They look like resistors, but they're not. They're coils. That one and that one. Those I'm a little worried about. I mean, I don't have anything. There's a ton of coils in here, but that's besides the point. That's one and one right here. I'm reading resistance on it. DC resistance, but that don't mean nothing. I'd have to take one in out of the circuit, and then it don't give you any information other than, well, the resistance value and the microhenries, but it doesn't tell you anything about frequencies or anything. I don't know about that, and we're finding a replace for that. Good luck. Right here. All right, right there. There's those are 4007s that I replaced. This checked good, but you know what? This looks like some kind of xenon diode or something. I don't know. It's glass. Since that's not selenium, that's for sure not. So I did put those in there, and then that one couplet, I had to take it out because I was, oh, there it is, right over, maybe you see that in there, right there. That couplet here I had to take out because I was reading 3 meg. There's only 3 legs on it, but there's like 2 resistors, 3 capacitors, something like that, I forgot, but I had to replace these with my own board that I made up. But this one checked good, so I put it back in there. I was just getting back feed. So yeah, there's coils. If you look all over the place, there's coils everywhere. Coils. There's just a ton of them. But I'm not worried about them. I'm just worried about these 2 coils here that looks like resistors. There's coils here and on cardboard. And there's a couple more somewhere else. 2 there. See, there's 1 there. There's, I don't know, buddy. I mean, this thing is, here's a coil here. I can keep going with coils. They're just all over the place. But yeah, this goes back into there. I'll fix that later. Yeah. So it's good news. I knew it was because I checked it for DC resistance, and I need to solder this one a little bit more. I did do some resoldering on the traces on this board. Both boards back here. Anything to prevent me to taking this back out because it's just so hard. I had to take some tubes out. This one and maybe to get it in there. And I don't know. I hate to have to take it back out again. Now that I got my high voltages, I want to see the raster, then I want to hook up something to it and see what I have, video issues, which I'm guaranteed to be. Even after going through all of this, I'm still going to have that, I bet. It's a good chance, a very good chance. And then the audio problem also. I'm going to turn this light off. And this light off. Let me get this anode here. And I'll show you what kind of voltage we're looking at. Oh, this light above me. And you can see, hopefully you'll see that arc. We got sound. I took the front cover off to remove the glass, and you can see I sighted on it already how dirty the screen is. Look at that. It's filthy. This is just one little area. It's going to have to take a... This, I didn't want to take this one out of the... cabinet because I do want to get this cleaned just to see what kind of picture I really truly go to get. It's all back into the cabinet. I took, when I put that silicon diodes in and press that rectifier, I left a couple of spaces left on that terminal board, just in case I had to put a drop-in resistor in there. Well, it turns out I don't have to. The fact is, it's just the way this thing is designed. You can't go by the book. I'm getting low voltages, about 15 volts on the before the rectifier, then the DC. Plus, I'm getting about 30 volts less. And that's how I says, okay, I knew that's kind of why they put that 5 ohm in instead of the required 7.5. That's like a 30% drop. And so I tried it with that 5 ohm one, and it's a couple of volts difference. So it's just the way it is, because I checked it before the rectifier and then after the rectifier at the B plus, and no, well, 2 volts difference. 2 volts is not going to heck your AC line in your house changes that much. So it's still filthy. Those picture tubes you can clean with regular Windex. Don't do this with their flat screen televisions, but yeah, it's looking better. Probably as good as it's going to get. That inside glass is 32. Just as dirty as this. Well, anyway, going back to what I was saying, I always lose my train of thought. Yeah, with the flat screen TVs, what I use is a 50% distilled. You have to have everything distilled. 50% distilled vinegar and 50% distilled water. And that's how I clean my... Yeah, that's better. That's how I clean my stuff. I think you ain't supposed to use anything with acid or I think alcohol too. Oh, naturally alcohol, but I don't think. And I think vinegar's got it, but being distilled and everything, I'll buy the special cleaner. Okay, that's about as good as it gets. Looks clean. The inside of the other glass is just as filthy. I didn't see any evidence of any kind of a smoke from smokers. Actually, it wouldn't be smoke, it'd be tar from smokers. And so I didn't see any of this on the inside of the chassis. Wasn't sticky or anything. And now I can plug it in, it's off. It is. So we won't see no current limiter or anything coming on, because it's going to be hooked right into the main household current. There it is, guys. Here we go. Let's see if we get a raster. Yep, we got heaters. It's going to take a while for it to warm up. Turn the volume down because it ain't nothing on it. What we got here. Contrast, we won't worry about. Let's see some brightness. I ain't seeing nothing. Let me get this. Let me get that. I don't see a anything. I see no raster. Really? I'll turn this off. I should be getting a raster. I would have sworn I done. That's what I was afraid of, guys. It's vertical. Yeah, I'm gonna adjust it. That's not cool. I can hear it. Okay, you see I got it skewed there, the chassis. And that old plug looks like it is inside that CTR. Why do I keep saying CTR? Pincher tube. Well, anyway, I'm getting very good voltage now. I'm getting 11.5 to 12 volts, 12,000 volts from that CTR. It's hard to get in there, but and you're not gonna be able to see it. You're gonna have to trust me on this one. Yeah. I'm about 12,000 volts. That's what I call my biopsy, especially when they have the rubber cap over me, sticking under the rubber cap. And it's in there. So the only thing I can think of is there's a problem with the brightness or contrast pot in there. Turn it back off. Just unplug it. I don't know if I can. Yeah. So I'm getting the voltage. I mean, really good voltage. Not, I don't know, just 10,000. I'm getting like 11.5. I'm getting about 12,000 volts in there. So everything is good. I'm getting better than my boost voltage is good. I'm going to get this back out of here and get that little plate off there, desolder it, and then have at those potentiometers. I'm thinking maybe there's an issue there. Now there's that peak choke on there, peaking choke. But that's for video. Still should have a raster.
Suspense.